Hey guys. All right. Let me turn down this music. Okay. So, hey D, how are you? No, that's okay. Do not stress it, girl. I was more worried myself because we had plans to go for a walk. And I was like, I waited around like 20 minutes and I was like, I can't wait any longer. So as long as you're good, I'm good. But we still have the 2 audios to do for you from earlier, and then I just got your other donation. Is that for channeled messages or something else? Eliana is back. Yay! Hi. How are you? D, do not apologize. You're totally fine. Okay. Got it, D. So let's update this donation list real quick. I hope you guys got my message. I posted it at the end of the video and then also in the comments. Yeah, I do, D. I do. Does his name start with a T? Okay, good. I'm glad. Hey, Kendra, what's up? How are you? All right, y'all, let me get these banners going across the screen. So tonight is just a continuing of earlier today, but we're still gonna do free questions. So this is like a audio donated stream. You can use PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. If you want to do Etsy, let me know. The link is not on my link tree, but if that's your preference, I can add that on there. The price menus on the screen if you guys are interested. We have $3 yes, no, $6 types, $7 audio. And then if you want more in-depth types, which is pull more cards, give more information, that's $12. And then if you want that in an audio version, it's $14. You can also get in-depth channeled messages, which are first person, and it's from your romantic partner that I channel and just give you some information or insight that you may be looking to know. So go ahead and post your questions for the free list. We're going to go ahead and get the timer started here. All right. All right, so Ashley says, are me and MB the Sagittarius compatible? I am getting a yes, Ashley. I have a Ace of Swords and I have a Queen of Pentacles, which talks about not only compatible but stable and really good at articulating your feelings, thoughts with one another. It's intellectual conversation. So it feels good in that way. It almost feels like you guys would be friends first before a relationship. Joan the Lioness. Well, me and my father tour Holy Land Israel in the future. Hey Jades, how are you? I am getting a yes, Joan the Lioness. This is a matter of free will. However, I think that it's desired and you will make it happen. I specifically see the family card, 10 of Pentacles. I think it's going to take a lot to get you guys there. So maybe the obstacle you're seeing is trying not to get your hopes up, but you really want it to happen. And the Three of Cups is also here, which can talk about celebrating, being happy, being cheerful that you're doing something that you've been waiting to do. Three of Cups can also, I meant to say Three of Cups, I'm sorry. Three of Cups can also indicate that it's more than just you and your dad that'll be going. Maybe somebody else will be there, like a tour guide or another friend or family member. Kendra says, well, Nick asked me to hang out, go on a date after I tell him I'm leaving the job. Kendra, I don't think it's going to happen right when you say you're leaving the job. It might happen like on your last day. He might want to try to get your contact information. I feel like more than anything, he's just going to try to feel you out first. So I don't want to say yes, because I don't think it's going to happen like right when you have the conversation that you're leaving the job. But once he finds out, I think he is going to try to find a way to maintain contact. This is the King of Swords. They're perceptive. They just have this type of like authority in a very observant, sitting back kind of way. So I feel like they're definitely going to want to he's going to want to feel you out first before anything. I think that it would be cool if you were to give him your contact information, but I know you always want the guy to make the first move. But I think that he would very much like it. Moon movie. Okay, so Moon movie has a feeling that no one has feelings for them. Is it because of what they're thinking? Can you show me a yes or a no? Okay, this is a yes. I feel like it's something that you're working on. Three of Swords is here, which talks about pain. It can also talk about like an ache or a longing or just something that doesn't make you feel your best. The World is here, which talks about endings and a closure. So I feel like whatever you're thinking is not going to last forever. But I am getting a yes that it is what you're thinking. The Queen of Pentacles is here. And we also have the King of Wands. Jades, will Virgo and I reconcile? Oh, will Virgo reconcile with me this week? You're welcome, Ashley. Okay, so I have the World and the Three of Swords, Jades. I am getting a no. The World talks about closure, ending of cycles, and the Three of Swords talks about pain, painful separation, or just separation in general, distance between two people. You're welcome, Joan. Jades is doing great. I am doing well too. Had a very successful full day, I would say. It's been nice. I am ready for bed, so excited to do that soon. You're welcome, Joan. Sabrina Yadi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. We do free questions, yes or no format, the first 15 minutes or so of each stream. So make sure you get here early if you like free readings. Hope you enjoy your time here and that we see you again. Sabrina said, have I met my next boyfriend already? Let's see. I am getting a no, 9 of Swords. Spirit is saying to look elsewhere or be more open or expansive. 3 of Wands is here. So it seems like you're waiting for someone else to come in or someone new to come in. I don't know if you already have your eye on them, but 4 of Swords, 3 of Swords, and 9 of Swords all are telling me that this is not your person if you're thinking of someone in particular. And if not, if you're just curious if you've met them, I am getting a no. Rose, hello and welcome back. Does Okun still have feelings for me? Show me a yes or a no. I'm getting a no, Rose. Maybe not in the way that you're asking. I feel like they do still have feelings for you. Like they care about you. They care about your well-being. They want what's best for you, but I think that they think you're better off on your own. 9 of Pentacles is here. This is single, independent energy in the world is also here, which talks about closure and endings with new beginnings. So I feel as though, I don't know, Rose, I'm kind of torn. I feel like they just care about you a lot. They still care about you. Let's see. Let's ask specifically, is it romantic feelings? Because I feel like I'm getting mixed messages because we just put feelings. Does he have romantic feelings for Rose, please? Show me a yes or a no card. Yeah, there's attraction still, Rose. There is attraction. He's not really happy right now in his life, but he does find you to be very radiant. So yeah, there's attraction and then he cares about you. So I hope that answers the question. But it seems like he feels you're better off alone and maybe need to move on from him. Kendra, oh yeah, I wasn't expecting him to be like, give your number right afterwards. Okay, good. And Jenna said, will my weekend with Brandon go well? It was our 3-month anniversary today. Well, happy anniversary. Show me a yes or a no for Jenna, please. I'm feeling a sense that you're feeling, this could just be because you weren't able to see him last weekend. You said he was so sick, I didn't want to risk it. Good, I'm glad. The 10 of Swords is here, and this can talk about feeling deflated, defeated, or disappointed in some way. Kind of discouraged. So I hope that the plans don't get canceled. But what I did get was Page of Cups as well. And this talks about believing in the possible or impossible and like sweet love messages coming through. compliments and things like that from your person. So as long as the plans don't get canceled, yes, you are going to have a really good time. But something here makes me feel like it's going to get postponed again. I don't know. I hope not. I hope not for your sake. Is he feeling any better, Jenna? Moon Movie says, oh yeah, I'm sad. True resonates so much. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, Moon Movie. Thanks for coming back. Kendra donated. Kendra, I'll confirm that one in a second. Kendra D also has channeled messages, by the way, on hers. Nikitha, have you been here before? Oh, yes, you have. Will I get other job offers in DT company in this October? Everyone's looking for a job. Nikitha, I do not think so. Let's just say this. Most likely not. I think that there's like a 10% chance that you will, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time interpreting this, Nikita, because we have the Fool, which talks about new beginnings, and like moving forward into like a new adventure, new journey. But we also have the Ten of Wands, which talks about like feeling a heavy burden, feeling stress. Maybe you feel like the DT company isn't the best option for you, but you feel like you need to make a decision soon, like you have a lot of pressure going on, so you might just go ahead and take this offer that you already have on the table. I don't know. I would say most likely not, Nikita. That's what I'm going to go with. Most likely not. I don't want to rule it out completely. I'm not confident in saying that, but I'm getting a most likely no. Jades, thank you so much. Have a good night. Rashima, will I hear from the Virgo this month? Show me a yes or a no. I am getting a no, 5 of Swords. All right, that is time. Hey, Rashima, how are you? You're welcome, Jenna. You're welcome, Rose. Okay, good, Jenna. Good. I'm glad. It could just be past energy coming into your readings of just, the disappointment that you were experiencing. But the general card that I have for you, Jenna, was the Page of Cups, which is a really good card. He's feeling better for sure. He's gone back to work this weekend. I need to call him back now. Actually, his voice sounds better too, thankfully. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Nikita says, yeah. Okay, so that sounds like confirmation, or maybe that it did resonate for you. Kendra, thank you for posting in my chat updated information. Haley, I'm going to get your question in just a second. All right. If you are a new subscriber to me today, I am still answering yes or no questions. It will have to be in between orders, but the free list is closed to returning subscribers. However, if you want a chance at a free reading, you can always follow me on Instagram or TikTok if you aren't already. Let me know that you did that, and I will answer another yes or no question for you. But they have to be new followers, new subscribers. Haley White, will I become more confident in the future? Show me a yes or a no. That's right, Renee. But just so you know, I stop the questions after the timer, okay? Especially when we have donations going. So it's not when I post that it's closed. It's when the timer goes off, which you heard, but I'll still answer your question, but just for the future. Haley, you are working towards alignment, yes. I think that this chapter of yours is coming to an end. We have the 10 of Wands, but the 10 of Cups is beautiful because it means everything's in sync, it's in harmony, everything's working synergistically together. Like I said, that you are becoming aligned, so I am getting a yes for you, Haley. You're welcome, Renee. All right, so Renee says, does Lizzie want to date me instead of Ayo? Show me a yes or a no for Renee, please. You're welcome, Haley. Dee, you can go ahead and post your questions. I am getting a yes, Renee. I have an Ace of Wands and a Page of Pentacles. This feels fiery. This feels passionate. There is attraction here for you. Oh, that's right, Dee. That's right. Okay, let me pull them up real quick. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, also, I hope you, Dee, I hope your interview went well. Dee, I think your intuition might be right. Here's the thing. I personally feel like you put in your notice and they're not going to want to let you go, because if they fire you, then you can claim unemployment and it's a whole big mess and a paper trail and all this stuff. And so they might try to let you go early with like a severance. And if you accept that, then you can't file for unemployment, I think it is, or something like that. They might try to do something. It's like reminding me of like kind of a similar thing that happened to me. So like I feel like they're considering letting you go. I think they're trying to see what would make the most sense, because I feel like they're not necessarily like trying to push you out early, but like you said, they may not be like feeling the situation. I think they're trying to see what's going to be more beneficial for them, letting you go early with like a severance package, so that way you can't really necessarily feel like you were fired, or just firing you and seeing whether or not unemployment comes from it, especially because you already put your notice in. I think that they're looking into their options. So ultimately, it does feel like it. I'm trying to get more information. Honestly, I think it's going to be in your benefit, but okay, here's the reason why I feel like it's a yes. First of all, I have guest cards coming out. But the second thing is, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Magician and the Moon. Almost like they are keeping something under wraps, or keeping you out of the loop on what their plans are, because the Magician makes something happen and wants things under their control, but the Moon is here talking about maybe not letting you in on everything, and kind of like maybe coming at you at a blind side, which is what I don't want, but I have to call it like I see it. Ultimately, I feel like things are working in your favor, and maybe this is why I saw you leaving sooner than your 3 weeks. Whatever ends up playing out, they want it to work for them. They're honestly not worried about you at this point. Yeah, absolutely. Stressful. They're working on something though, because I have the 8 of Pentacles. And I feel like it's almost going to be displayed in a way that you feel like they're taking care of you, but they're really just looking out for themselves. So just be careful. I hope for your sake too. But I feel like they probably will. I mean, they just have to get some more people who believe in what they're saying, only to find out months later that they're wasting their time there. Probably high turnover. That's also a big indication whether or not you should take a job. That's probably a question you should ask the person that interviewed you today, is just, what's your turnover rate? Because a lot of times you should be asking the questions like, why would I want to work here? What do you guys offer that would make me interested? Because yes, they're interviewing you and ultimately they decide, but then if they offer it to you, you have to know what you're receiving. So people also who ask the right questions, they impress the interviewers. Like, why would I want to work here? What's your turnover rate? Things like that. So that may be some additional questions to ask if and when they offer this position to you. All right, so question number 2. Did I say you would be interviewing? I think I said there's like 2 people deciding, but didn't I see a masculine energy? Like a man? Okay. Ooh, he thought you were intelligent. He thought you were inquisitive. So maybe you did ask all the right questions and say all the right things, Dee, during the interview. He felt like you sounded very educated and you could like articulate and express yourself in a very intelligent way. He probably felt like you were highly experienced. I'm getting all this because I have the Page of Swords here. I think that he was happy with you. It was like everything you were saying, he was like nodding along. He was like happy to hear what you were saying. He's like thinking to himself, like, these are all the right things. This is what I want to hear from someone who I'm interviewing. I feel like you definitely got his interest in you, because we have the 10 of Cups. I think that he kind of felt like things were just aligning. Page of Cups is here with like synchronicities, you know, when things kind of just fall into place. I think that he also thought you would be a good fit. You're reminding him of someone who... Okay, this is confusing me because it's not a romance reading, but the Knight of Cups is here. It's almost like you reminded him of someone who was like a really good employee, or he felt like it was really easy to know you or like get to know you. Like you were very down to earth and comfortable to him. Like something about you was feeling like an energy that he's been around before in the past or something. So that makes me happy a bit. Okay, so let's see what he was thinking after. I know, the Knight of Cups, Prince of Cups. We'll have to save that for another time. Okay, I think he's going to offer you the position, Dee. I think you're a shoo-in. From what these cards are showing me, he's choosing you. He feels... So first of all, we have the Death and Rebirth card. So this is basically like, I want to hire you. I want to start this new journey. I want to offer you this. Let's go ahead and get this transition process started from your current job to your new job. The Two of Cups is also here, which when you're talking about love and romance readings, it talks about union, attraction, love, relationships. So I'm seeing hands intertwining, almost like a handshake, like offering the job, like it was nice to meet you kind of thing, like let's make a deal, or I don't know, like a handshake, you know what I'm saying? Let's shake on it. So I feel like an offer is being made. The Two of Cups also talks about coming together, working together, things like that. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the working feminine, someone who... it's technically the working mom, but it's a working feminine who just is the epitome of what you would want for this specific role. You don't have to give your jobs as a reference either. You don't have to... your current job does... you don't have to tell them that that's... you know what I mean? Like they don't have to call them to get information. It's only... they can only reference who you like allow. And the Ace of Pentacles is also here, which talks about giving you an offer. And it's interesting because there's hands extended out holding an offer, a coin, and then there's you, the Queen of Pentacles, holding that coin on another card. So it does feel like you not only are getting offered it, but you take it. There is the King of Wands here, which is like manager, boss, interviewer type stuff. And it is a masculine energy showing up. So I feel like he is the one that offers it to you. That's true. I do remember that. Did they happen to say if there's room for growth? Like room for raises or anything like that? So you didn't get, it was like kind of wishy-washy, you weren't sure? Eliana, if you're in here, you can go ahead and post your question. Okay, that's good. That's good. So D, I'm hearing him say I learned a lot from you and for some reason, D, I'm hearing like the will they, won't they connection that you guys had. For not ever getting this connection off of the ground, I feel like I still, despite that, have learned a lot. It's easy for me to get lost and get confused and have doubts about things. And I'm really trying to just be consistent for once, because I do hesitate on the things that I decide, whether it's the right thing or not. I know that if I were to tell you these things and tell you that I feel close to you and that I miss you, that it wouldn't be fair to tell you these things, especially when nothing can be done. I like to think that in some other dimension, some other timeline, some other universe, that there's a version of you and me that's together. I know this time around, I just couldn't let you get to that point. I couldn't let us get to that point. I came up with so many reasons to tell myself that this wasn't a thing, that this wouldn't work, that this was all in my head, that the timing wasn't right. And in a way, I do feel like I ruined this, even though I tried to act as though it was other reasons. It's been difficult to move on from you and to let this fantasy go. But I distract myself with my life that I currently lead, the life that I have, the choices that I make. I have to see them through, because for the longest time I feel like I was incredibly inconsistent with what I wanted, what I thought I wanted. And so now I just have to focus on what is going on in my life. I want to let you know that you speak to me through music, through lyrics. There's certain songs that will remind you of, or remind me of the time that you and I knew each other. And it kind of takes me back. I am afraid to contact you. I feel like you are mad at me, or like I did something wrong and like you don't want to hear from me. I am trying to become better. I'm trying to grow and evolve. I wonder if you're happy without me. I regret a lot when it comes to you. I feel like I couldn't talk to you. I feel like I couldn't. There was always just like this something blocking our ability to get close in the way that I may have wanted to. So I feel like you knew me, but not really. I feel like I put that there, that wall, because I have trouble with intimacy. I look back at our time that we spent, the glances and the small talk with a fondness. Like, it makes me happy looking back and thinking about it. I am in a committed relationship. I am remaining committed. The things that I feel it wouldn't be fair to tell you. I find you so attractive, and you are an inspiration to me. It helps me get through and want to be better. I think that there was this lesson that I had to learn the hard way when it came to you. You didn't see my sadness about it, but it was there. It feels like a missed connection, you know? I do think about you from time to time. I feel like I always think about you on some level, like way, 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 way in the back of my mind. You're always there. But like I said, I can't reach out. I know you don't feel the same. All right, Dee. That's what I've got for you, girl. Is Eliana here? Let me send her a message on Instagram. Oh, Eliana's back. Yay. Hey. Okay, so after I do Eliana's question, that completes the list from earlier today. And then we'll be doing Kendra confirmed for an audio. And I just got Jade's donation for a typed reading. Ooh, you had a date. Oh, dang, Eliana, I'm sorry to hear that. Has anyone seen I speak today? I haven't seen her at all. So can you please tell me how Jay is feeling after the date with Eliana, please? How is Jay feeling? Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Hopefully she's doing well. Hey, Queen. How's it going, friend? So one thing I can say, Eliana, is that you've got him thinking. So like, you know when you say I can see your mind working, like it's almost like you can kind of see them thinking through things. And yeah, like I would say keep doing what you're doing, Eliana, because it's like sparking this new, I'm trying to like, what is the word, Spirit? Please help me. It's like you're getting his gears going. Like, I think that he's like, the consistency that you're offering with your expectations is like, the more that you remain consistent with it, the more he's like, oh, she's serious. And it's like, not that he had a new perspective per se, because he's always known what you're looking for from out of this and out of him. But I feel like it's taken it to the next level now, because you're like, oh, we went on a date, but you're not going to commit. Well, peace. Like, it's almost like he realizes, not that he thought that he had you in the palm of his hand or the ball was always in his court. It's not something like malicious that he was thinking, but I think to some level he always knew that he had the upper hand. And it's like the consistency you're showing is making him think, oh, okay, so she's serious. Exactly. So it's not that it's necessarily changing his mind, but it's getting his mind working. Like, it's making him think about this in a more serious type of way. We have the Two of Pentacles, so this talks about feeling like you need to juggle it all, and you need to kind of try to get your balance back. He's also toying with both ideas here. He's toying with letting you walk away or taking the leap. So because it's two different sides to the coin and it's Two of Pentacles, it makes me feel like before it may have been for example, 80% no, 20% I'll commit to her. And now it's more like 50-50. It's like you're getting the ball rolling through your actions and through your consistent expectations. He's feeling extremely restless about this. This is not settling well with him. I think it actually may have given him a stomach ache after you guys went your own separate ways. Like a legit stomach ache. He's feeling very tormented about this. It's like got him battling deep within. And I do feel like he's more open and willing now at this point. He's not quite there, but I think it's just he's taking the matter more seriously than before. Because I think before it was like, oh, she'll come back around, you know, and oh, yeah, she'll come back around, or she'll let me slide, or whatever. But I think we're getting to a point now where he's really going, oh, shit. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and we have the 10 of Wands. Like, he's extremely conflicted. He's battling himself on this. He's feeling pressure, which is good. You want him to feel pressure because of the history that you guys have, so that's necessary. He sees you walking away. We have the 8 of Cups here, so it looks like he feels like you are leaving him, you are abandoning him, you're walking away. Truthfully, I think he's going to make you an offer because I have the Ace of Pentacles here and the Ace of Cups. So his thought process is, I've got to find a way so this doesn't end because I don't want to live with regret or sadness or disappointment. And I'm getting that because the 5 of Cups is here. I feel like to a certain extent, you've always felt like you put more into this than you got out of it. And you put more into it, frankly, than he did. So I feel like at this point, he is wanting to balance it again. I am seeing the scales. I think he's a little bit addicted to your sex too. The Devil is here. So depending on what kind of intimacy you guys have had, however far that's gone, he's very like dependent on it, like attached to it, and he is not ready to let it go. Let me ask, I'm trying to like feel this out. I want to see if he's gonna make a move soon. So let's see. Let me put these cards back in the deck and ask that question. Like if he's going, let's say, is he going to ask you to be committed soon? And if it's yes, I'll try to get timing for you. Kendra, you can go ahead and post your question, girl, while I wrap up Eliana's reading. Is he going to ask Eliana to be committed in a committed, exclusive relationship? Show me a yes or a no, please. is Jay going to ask Eliana to be in a committed, exclusive relationship? Show me a yes or a no, please. Yes, King of Pentacles. I love that. That's him being more dominant and making this happen. He's moving forward with authority. All right. Is he going to ask her to be in a committed, exclusive relationship soon? Show me a yes or a no. I am getting a yes, victory, success, 6 of Wands. You're going to get that public recognition you want. 6 of Wands is a great card to come out. 6 of Wands and 4 of Wands for taking things to the next level is a great card to come out because it talks about getting that public recognition. So almost like telling people that y'all are together, posting it on social media, things like that. And it also talks about progress. So that feels good. So let's see when. When is he going to ask Eliana to be in a committed, exclusive relationship? Spirit, show me a win. When is Jay going to ask her to be in a committed, exclusive relationship? Okay, so I got 6 of Cups, November 2nd through November 12th. And I also saw the 6 of Wands, which can mean 6 weeks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would fall the week of November 7th. So I have 2 confirmations that it's going to happen by November 12th. Okay, so the very latest I'm getting 6 weeks out is the 17th. That's the very, very latest, but that's only a couple days after the 12th. 5, 6. So November 17th. Keep yourself open till then. All right, girl. Thank you for your donation. Sorry it took a minute for me to get it to you. You're very welcome, Eliana. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to post that. Okay, so what romantic do you like romantic actions? What romantic do you see Nick taking towards me next week? My last day is Friday, and advice from Spirit on getting this man to make a romantic move on me because I want him. Okay. All right, so let's see. What romantic action do you see Nick taking towards Kendra next week? You're very welcome, Eliana. What romantic action do you see Nick taking towards Kendra next week? Hey guys, the list is still open. We have 2 people left. Once that's done, I will be ending the stream if no one else comes through, but I am open if anyone else wants to make a donation. You can process your payment in the linked comment. And if you want pricing information, you can look at the description for all of those details. Kendra, I'm hearing impulsive action because I don't feel like he's planning anything. It's not meticulated and premeditated. So I feel like whatever action he takes towards you in conversation is going to be very impulsive, like he has not thought it through. Generally, he's in a keeping it quiet. I truthfully, Kendra, I think next week you're not going to really hear much from him. I think it might be like a hug goodbye. Knight of Cups is here. I think he is going to be sad about it. The Tower is also here, but the Hanged Man is present, which talks about either delays or hangups or pauses, not really moving forward. We also have the Moon, which means his insecurities are going to get in the way and likely keep himself from being able to come forward and communicate with you. We also have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands, it talks about like putting a wall up and putting a boundary up, feeling like you, like, I don't know, there's just something blocking. He's creating a mental obstacle here. I feel like he needs to be courageous, and I feel like any action he shows towards you is going to be like just all of a sudden a bout of courage just comes through, and he just says something like impulsively, like gives you a hug or asks for a way to stay in contact, but it's like I don't feel like that's actually a decision that he has made yet. But Spirit is saying he's going to be in a very like desperate mode to try to make an impression on you before you leave. But I just don't know if it's even going to be enough. Like, you will notice it, Kendra. You would notice it because you are intuitive. So like anything that he does towards you, any action that he makes towards you, you're going to understand the deeper meaning behind it. But I'm having trouble seeing it. He feels like he's got to sneak away and compose himself. He's upset about it. He's sad about it. I think that he wants to get to know you the way you want to get to know him. But I'm not seeing like straightforward actions or romantic gestures. Yeah, he's got a lot of swords. He's got a lot of swords. You about to go to bed, babe? All right, let me come help you in a second. Make the bed. Okay, so what advice, Spirit, do you have for Kendra to help Nick make a romantic move? What advice do you have for Kendra? It seems like no action, Kendra. If he does anything, which I feel like he's in an impulsive energy next week, he could do something to surprise you, but he hasn't. Part of me thinks that, is it because he doesn't know you're leaving, or does he know you're leaving? Because I don't think he knows you're leaving, and so I feel like it's hard for Spirit to give me. They can only, and I say she, I don't know, it's a she spirit guide. I literally was just like she. She's telling me that he's going to be in a very scattered energy. Like when he finds out, or now that he knows, or whenever he finds out, he is a bit like blushing, and like his got redness in his face because he wasn't exactly expecting it, at least so soon. And so I feel like he's going to be in a very like restless energy on how to like approach you. Yeah, I don't know. And I think it's because he doesn't know. So spirits can only tell me what they think will happen given the mental state he's in and how he'll react to the news. You don't have to specify it. It's okay. It's just when someone doesn't know something, the answers can only be anticipatory. They can't know for certain because the person you're asking about doesn't have that information yet. So any advice from Spirit on how to get this guy to make a move? Let's see. Oh, the Lovers is here. Okay, so Kendra, I know you want him to be the one to make the first move. So the first thing I'm hearing is make it very obvious. Like almost where you're like, he has to know. Like there's no doubt that like you want him to know for sure that you're interested. Like you might have to say to him like, I'm really gonna miss seeing you around, or and then, like it has to be like multiple things. It has to be like, yeah, shoot. Like I'm gonna miss working with you, and then I'm gonna miss seeing you around, and it's really gonna suck like not being in your company all the time. Like I don't know, like it's almost like you're gonna have to say it like 3 or 4 times before you leave for him to really realize like you're singling him out. And I think singling him out in front of other people too, so that way he knows you're not just saying this to everybody. But you don't have to make the first move, but I think that he's the type of person that kind of needs to know for sure and not just think he's reading into things. Yes, Kendra, exactly, because he doesn't know. So spirit can only communicate with what his guides would do, just the trajectory of what they know him to react to or ways they know him to react from past experience. But they can't really assume. This is only anticipated energy, because he doesn't know yet, so they're not sure. So I think once he does find out, we can double check. But I definitely hear Spirit saying he needs to be well assured. He has really strong spirit guides. They coming through. They look out for him a lot. So one thing I will, for sure, Kendra, you don't want to be desperate, but you're such a social butterfly that it's like just so natural for you to go there without seeming desperate. So I don't want you to get like a complex on that or anything, because I think that it just comes off very organic when you talk like that. But okay, so one thing I'm getting is he hears words like sweet, nice guy, adorable, or so cute. He hears those things as platonic expression and adjectives. So it needs to be a little bit steamier than that. When you tell him like, you've always been so sweet to me, which I really appreciate it, that feels platonic to him. It's almost like you need to single him out and be like, you know, I'm really gonna miss being in your company. You know what I mean? That changes it, because he knows, one, you're specifically talking about being around him, and also you're going to notice when he's not there. And I think that kind of changes the narrative a little bit. So just be mindful of the type of adjectives and descriptions you give, because some men don't know how to interpret that, whether that's friendly or if that's like chemistry, you know. But you don't have to, you won't come off desperate. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be like that. It's just gonna be very like flirty. You know how to flirt, girl. Just flirt. Um, I just want it to be very obvious in a way that you're not sticking your neck out, but he's picking up the signals. He's picking up the hints. So I think it's mostly to do with communication, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, getting kind of like that juice going, wait, did she just say what I think she just said? What does she mean by that? You want him to start thinking like, well, did she mean this? Like if you're like, oh my God, you're so sweet, you've always been so nice to me, like no one's gonna think twice about that. But if you say something kind of out of pocket where it's like it could be interpreted multiple ways, you might get him thinking. And then that gets him the ball rolling, so then you say something else that still can be interpreted multiple ways, and he's like, wait, I think she's dropping hints, something that just makes him feel more. He said, I don't know what else to say, I flirt by complimenting, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna miss being around you and working with you. I wouldn't even say working with you. I would say I'm gonna miss being around. Like if that's how you would word it. Like for me, I miss being in your company, but you probably don't talk like that. So I would say I'm gonna miss being around you, or I'm gonna miss seeing you all the time. Things like that. If you can avoid saying your coworkers, if you can avoid work in your compliment or in your comment, I think that would help too, for him to decipher whether you're talking about him specifically or him as a coworker. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've got. I mean, I'm getting from Spirit, it's more just the hints that you drop. You don't necessarily have to stick your neck out there. He just is the kind of person that's not just gonna like completely go for it unless he thinks he truly has an opening. Yeah, Kendra, stuff like that. That would be really good. Yes, there you go, Kendra. Do some touching. Do some touching. I think that'll be good. Jades, are you here? Yeah, girl, you got it. Good, Kendra. But yeah, once you tell him that you're leaving, let's do an energy check-in and we'll see. We'll see if anything has changed in his actions. Yeah, try to avoid platonic things. Obviously, you don't have to sit here and outright be like, you're so hot. But I mean, he probably would like that actually. But just in a way where it gets his mind going, like it gets him thinking, like, what does she mean? What I think she just meant, flirty things like that kind of make him realize that he might be out of like a friend zone or coworker zone. Okay, that sounds good, Kendra. Are you heading out or are you going to come back in? Or are you going to hang? Wait, what did I say? Are you leaving? Are you hanging out? Like, what did I just say? Oh, you said you're staying, you're just chilling, trying to think of other things to say, maybe compliments. You definitely could do that for sure, but something sweet like, "Oh my god, you have such nice hair," or whatever you like about him, not like, yeah, I don't know, just complimenting something physical you could do. And it can be like a compliment a day or a comment a day until you leave, like every time you see him. I think as long as he gets like 2 or 3 from you within a short period of time, I think he'll start figuring it out. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, Kendra. I'm waiting for Jade's to come back in. She's a typed reading. I'll take her question at any point, and I'm still taking donations. So if anyone wants to come in and donate, they can. But I do have to take a quick break. We washed our bed sheets and stuff, and my boyfriend's about to go to bed, so I'm gonna help him make the bed really quickly. I'm not officially back, but do we have any sign of Jade's yet? Is Jade's around? I don't think I've seen her. Okay, Kendra. Well, since she's not here, I'm going to go ahead and just tell her I'll catch her another time. We just our cat keeps like peeing out of the litter box, and I don't know what is going on. Our vet says it's behavioral, so we think he's just acting up for whatever reason. He's just going through this like stubborn phase of like, ugh, it's frustrating. But anyways, Jace, I'll catch you another time, or I can reimburse. Just let me know. I'll be back tomorrow. So you said like his hands and arms, but that's weird. Oh, you checked your schedule and he's not gonna be there? Oh. Could be part why I'm not getting any action. Very interesting. Well, maybe you'll have to go back in and get like a paycheck or something, or a tip out. We'll talk later about it, but check the next time he's working after Friday and see if there's like, oh, you can kind of like manipulate the situation to like see him one more time. I'm sad for you. All right, guys, I really do have to hop off here. I've got a cat emergency situation and just so much stuff going on. So, you guys have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for the donations. Kendra, thank you for your help. I will see you guys tomorrow for sure. I hope you'll have a great night. Bye, Kendra.